April Fool's Day at the start of this campaign, and Boris Johnson is about to be ambushed.
He'd be a disaster for London. We need someone serious instead of this clown.
London deserves better! London deserves better!
It was never clear who was behind this opening shot, but the issue proved to be central to this election. Namely, could Londoners trust a candidate whose fame was based on buffoonery?
Good evening and welcome to Have I Got News For You?
And a tendency to speak his mind.
I have 4 children and a big house in Islington. There you go, which is worth shed loads of money.
At the start of the campaign, there were a few misfires. The candidate's shirt still untucked, his hands still in his pockets. But soon the strategy was clear. Get out and about as much as possible. And above all, get serious.
My own great-grandfather knew the Quran off by heart.
Everywhere, Boris Johnson was accompanied by a team of press officers, and potentially embarrassing situations were avoided.
We're not playing, are we? There's a slight risk of humiliation here, I think.
You've seen him on the television, you've read about him in the newspaper.
But on a walkabout, anything can happen, and in Romford, it did.
Boris, in 1989, was you here? In Romford?
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
Because we've found your... Look, he's here, look. This is Boris Johnson's love child. From 1989, he is Boris Johnson's love child. We've found him. Well done, Boris. Well done. Just own up.
Boris admitted he was making sacrifices.
Abandoned alcohol for the... until May the 1st.
Because all staff
Which is an incredible strain.
Some reports suggested he was being controlled by his campaign guru, an Australian called Linton Crosby. Boris referred to him when talking about his favourite campaign food.
I'm afraid I've got a weakness for samosas, a fatal weakness for samosas. Terrible. It's my last remaining bad habit. All the others have been ruthlessly exterminated by Linton Crosby. I'm now lobotomized. I have become the perfect candidate.
What was gradually coming into view was a highly competitive streak. Watch his expression here as his rival chats away before a hustings. And now watch his eyes. He was peeking at Ken Livingstone's notes.
As I looked over the mayor's shoulder, I couldn't help noticing that he had the most fantastically elaborate speech notes, which consisted of diabolical attacks on me. I was just boning up on what his likely line of attack was going to be.
Sometimes he was booed. And other times rained on.
All weathers, forward into the future.
At one hustings, there was a hint of frustration.
I did vote against the repeal of sex.
And at another, he was on his own. But the pace of this campaign never slackened.
I've got the resources of a bounding cougar. I'm like a greased panther.